I hear everyone down there from around the globe, and it's so wonderful to hear your excitement this morning. And as we know, here in Team Effort Network today is every Wednesday is payday. The beauty about this company, our sister company, who is 11 years young here in the U.S. market, have sent out paychecks for 11 years nonstop, and it continues to go on in Team Effort Network. So if you've gone out there and you've done the work, you've shared, you've told someone about the wonderful benefits of our vitamin sprays, then today is your payday. Mel Gill says, I know that paychecks has gone out for 11 years. Whether your name is on one or not, one has gone out. Checks have gone out for the last 11 years. So make sure your name is on one of those checks that's coming out every week, and it's just by sharing. There's a sense of urgency in the atmosphere. You're beginning to really hear that as we're speaking to one another from around the globe. The word is getting out, and it's almost people are just running to you now looking for the sprays. You can just mention one thing in regards to a spray, and people are already in position to want to benefit from the spray. So you got to be out there to share it. I got a text from Dr. Vincent this morning. Dr. Vincent is on a mission, as many of us are, but he is really on a mission. Dr. Vincent said his son took his phone from him and sent him a message that says, Dad, time to take a nap. Chill out, calm down. Take a nap. No, Dr. Vincent, don't you take a nap. You keep right on going. You tell your son you're on a mission. We have some things we need to get done here in 2014. As you all know, family, Mel and Amy Gill are right now in the Philippines. So the Philippines are having a grand party. They are celebrating the 10 sprays coming to the Philippines. So I've gotten pictures from them. I have them posted on Facebook. If you'd love to see the joy and the excitement that the Philippines are experiencing right now as a result of finally having the vitamin sprays there. And guess who is on their way to the Philippines? Dr. Vincent. He's on his way to the Philippines to make sure everyone knows about the 10 vitamin sprays. So, yes, we're on a mission. It's happening around the globe. Get busy. Make it happen because 2014, guys, this is your year. It's up to you how far you go, but this is your year. Well, I'm going to stop and pause right here and bring on my business partner, One Star, Pastor Del Wafer. Are you there, sir?
The Philippines is on and popping.
They are
well,
on
I tell you,
popping.
They are excited, man, the energy that's there. To have this company open, as we were excited February 8th, when we launched in Las Vegas. The excitement that was building towards that launch, and ultimately when we got to launch and what happened afterwards, just amazing. That's the excitement, and that's what they're experiencing in the Philippines today. You got to, for those of you who are new to Team Effort International, which is our parent company, through 10, we have to remember that our sister company, My Video Talk, has been in the Philippines for over 8 years.
Yeah.
So there's thousands and thousands and thousands of My Video Talk representatives that are already on the ground there that are now going to have the opportunity to sell 10 products. So can you imagine the swell of energy, having, 75,000, 100,000 people who are already in the business getting their hands on a new product. Boy, I tell you, woo! No wonder Dr. Vincent wants to go to the Philippines, man, because they are hot and it is popping over there.
I'm excited. It's so wonderful to see the pictures that are coming forth from the Philippines. They've been so patiently waiting. So I know that when Mel and Amy Gill arrived here, I know there was a one big celebration, and they are still celebrating. Well, Pastor Del, let's bring on our speaker for today because she knows the joy of what it is to launch with a company that's just starting. She knows what it's like to be at the beginning at a company that just launched, and she's riding around with a brand new Mercedes-Benz that's being paid for by the company, and she's been with us from the very, very beginning. Why don't you take the joy of introducing our next speaker?
Well, absolutely. We love having her on all the time. She's one of those coaches that gives us a lot of information and numbers and breakdowns, and you want to know how to get to a goal or how to set yourself to get car qualified or anything like that. This young lady has a system, and she has the schematic diagram. She has the breakdown to make it happen, and we always love having her on the call, all the way from Kentucky, 1-star, BBC qualified. What else can you say about her, other than she's our very own Miss Vicki Soto?
All the above.
I'm giving her some stars now.
Okay, you guys are making me blush.
Vicki Soto, how are you, lady?
I am doing absolutely fantastic. Like I told you before, it's Derby week in Louisville, Kentucky, so we are on fire here. I mean, we had a TPP last night, and even though it was storming, as it always seems to do this week, it was storming, but we had the party anyway because, that's how we are. We love the party here in Kentucky, so
hey, Vicki,
it's been really awesome.
It's Derby week. You guys had a TPP during Derby week. Now I know you guys had to be sporting those fancy hats.
Oh, yeah. It's funny you should say that because one of the things I had wanted to do but did not take enough time was to really just pull out all the stops on this party and have everybody come in their hats and their, mint juleps and the whole shebang. But, Pastor, I guess I moved a little too slow because that didn't happen. But, I have another party coming up the day after Derby in Glasgow, Kentucky, which is a small country town. I think they may actually do that. Okay. That's my home city, Glasgow, Kentucky. Or excuse me, home country. Glasgow, Kentucky. So we're pretty excited about that. And like I said, Derby week is a party week for us, but it really goes well with what we do. One of the things that I wanted to talk to you guys today about is promotion, because it's payday, and some people got paid, and some people got volume, and some people are still waiting for maybe their first pay. But, I always say that if you're not promoting your business, then you're just kind of on the sidelines watching everybody else promote their business, and that's gotta suck, okay? So let's talk about that today, okay? Let's talk about promotion. I don't know if you guys know this. My background is actually mostly in computers. I was a programmer. I did business analysis, corporate management for IT. And one of the things that we always seem to work on was promotion for our company. I worked for a very large company, over 400,000 employees. And one of the things that I really hated is when somebody called a meeting and said, okay, we're about to start on a new promotion. Oh, well, probably the same way our programmers do. Okay? But, you're happy because your company is getting out there, okay? And that's one of the things that I want to express to the team is, if you don't promote your business, then you're not actually in business. Any way you look at it, because it's like keeping a secret. And, this is one of those secrets you really, really don't want to keep. So let's talk about it today. There's so many different ways today to promote your business. It's rather ridiculous. I started writing a list, and it got so long that I said, okay, I'm going to just cut this down a little bit. But you can promote your business with all different kinds of media: posters, ads, expos, parties, events, calls, telephone calls, that is, one-on-one seminars, broadcasts, social media, video, and sharing all of the stuff that is out on social media that we already have for our company. But, one of the most important ways to promote your business is by opening your mouth. You don't really think about this, but if you don't actually pull out a spray and say, hey, have you seen this spray to somebody, then chances are nobody's ever going to know you had it in your pocket, right? Unless you're spraying, which is another good way to promote. I forgot to mention spraying. Spraying is a great way to promote your business. But let me just say that it's so easy to whip out a spray and just let somebody see it. One of the things I challenged our tribe, I challenged them to start carrying their sprays and just pulling them out of their purse or their pocket and showing them to somebody. They don't even have to say anything. You know, have you guys, and Pastor Denise and Pastor Danelle, I'm going to ask you this question, have you guys noticed that when somebody gets the spray in their hand, they totally forget you're standing there?
And they forget to give it back to you.
And they forget to give it back to you. And they're sitting there like in awe. You know, it's the first time that happened to me, I was at my fitness gym, okay? And I whipped out one of the B12 sprays. And this lady, it was so hilarious. She was standing there with the spray in her hand. By the way, she's a customer today. She's standing there with the spray in her hand. And she's looking at it, and if I had said anything, she probably would have never even noticed. She was so intent on reading that spray label and seeing what I had given her, because most people have never seen anything like that. So I totally understand. But that is to your advantage, okay? Because nobody knows who we are yet. Nobody knows what our products are. So promotion is so easy because of the curiosity factor, okay? You can never, ever overlook that curiosity factor. It is one of your most powerful promotion tools. So I always tell people, take out your spray, okay? And if you have a friend that you haven't told, or maybe acquaintance or somebody you run into on a daily basis, just say to them, hey, have you seen these? And just give the spray to them in their hand and let them look at it. I'm going to tell you, I have noticed, and I can't speak for everybody, but it seems like most of my customers come from people who actually touch a spray. Because, you know, seeing it on a poster, seeing it on a video, seeing it anywhere else is not as effective. And Mel had told us when we first started talking about the sprays, and when we first got the sprays, he said the best way to promote the spray is for people to see it live, you know, at a party, or, you know, if you put it in their hand or something like that. And it's true. You know, of course, we know Mel knows how to promote this product. It's his product, right? But I was really amazed the first time I actually saw it happen, because I never even imagined that somebody would stand there and just stare and stare like I wasn't there. So I'm going to tell you the first and most powerful way to promote this business, I would believe, is to just let somebody touch your spray or see your spray and hold it in their hand. That works so well, okay? And of course, you know, since we're party people, okay? That's all I'm going to say. We're party people. Mel told us one of the things he said is one of the best ways in fact, he believes the best way to promote this business would be for us to have parties, because people would be able to taste the sprays, which is why they're called 10 tasting parties. And they'd also be able to hold them and spray them and ask us all the questions at one time. And you guys, I don't know if you've noticed, but all the leaders, all the 1-stars and LCQs and DCQs give parties. So, you know, they say success leaves clues. I would say that's a huge clue. If you aren't doing a party or attending a party, or maybe you need some help with a party, I would reach out to the person that either, told you about the business, or maybe one of us, and find out some more information about starting your own parties. Now, I'm going to tell you guys this, because I've never done this on the phone, and this may shock and amaze some people, but I want to give my phone number out. The reason I'm giving my phone number out is because I know that right now, while we have people across the country, and I know on my team, I have people who are as far away as Washington State, and they may not have anybody to help them with their business. So I would say, if you're going to call me, I'm going to advise you that my voicemail is always full, but you can text me anytime. I'm at 502-387-1423. That's 502-387-1423. And the best way, and my whole team will tell you, the best way to reach me is by text. And Denise will tell you that too.
Yes.
Because my voicemail is always full. And I keep saying, okay, I'm going to clear it out, but I end up deleting it because I can't get through it, but that's a whole other story. So what I want to say with this is that I know that some of you just have a little bit of a fear, maybe, of sitting down with a few people or planning an event. So I would suggest if you do have, some thoughts, some concerns about doing this, start out small. One of the things that Pastor Denise and Pastor Del talk about, and I just love when you guys talk about this, is when you first started out, it was just you two. And for 5 meetings, you guys were the only ones there. I have experienced that. In fact, every leader who has done a party knows that at some point you will be sitting there talking to your other business partner, okay? And you will be saying, well, I guess nobody's going to come this time, but that's okay. We'll start planning our next party. So we have all been there. There's no reason to fear that. It actually is a good moment for you to do some strategy, planning, training, anything else you need to do with your business partners. And you'll find that as time goes on, for some odd reason, people just start appearing. The same people you've been inviting all of a sudden will start, appearing, and your parties will start to get bigger and bigger, And that's pretty exciting. And the more people that come to the party, the more people there are to invite people to the party. So it just starts growing. And it's a wonderful thing, isn't it, Pastor?
It really is. And that's exactly how it happens, Vicki. You just got to take the positive risk, have one. If it's 1, 2, 3 people, just know that those 1, 2, 3 people are going to double each and every week.
Yes, and I love that. And, I love the thing I like about promoting in a party is not only do you have an opportunity to all work on your business together, but you learn from each other. We recently got a new guy on our team who knows so much about these products. And he's never seen the products, but he knows so much about glutathione and all this. And I know what you're thinking, Denise. I know what you're thinking. And I'm trying to get him on the phone. It's going to be hard. And he's listening probably right. But he knows so much, and he's studying natural health right now. So he knows so much about it. So every time we have a party, I learn something new. And I'm so excited, about that. So one of the reasons that you want to have parties is because not only because of promotion, but also because you help and learn from each other, and you also have the ability to meet new people and find out new ways of showing your product and all kinds of things. So, and our Super 10 training, same thing. So that's one of the ways to promote, and that's the biggest way to promote. And right now, that is what's growing our company. So I would strongly suggest that you start out, no matter how small, start out your own little gathering, at a kitchen table or a dining room table or maybe in a Starbucks. It doesn't really matter as long as you have, the ability to show them some slides. And if you don't have the slides, we've been talking about this. I know somebody talked about this yesterday. I think it was you. But if you don't have the slides, we can get you the slides. If you don't have a way of showing things, use that phone number. Send me a text. Say, Vicki, I need the slides. I'm always online, so I can get you the slides. Now, the next one I'm going to talk about is really huge, okay? And we've talked about this. I know that Nikisha is really big on this, too. We talk about social media. And social media right now, I'm telling you, promotion-wise, it opens up doors. It's like having advertising on TV as far as I can tell, but it's free because, if you're putting a commercial on television, it's going to cost you millions of dollars. But if you're putting up a video on Facebook or LinkedIn or one of the social media outlets, that's free. You can't beat free. So I don't know why anybody would not be doing that. I always say if you got a free way to promote your business, you need to just go on and try it. It can't hurt, right? So we have so many photos, and we have phone calls that we have recorded. We have broadcasts that go on live. And I mentioned broadcasts, but I'll come to that in a moment. So many different things that you can share online. There is absolutely no reason not to do that. And if you haven't gotten on Facebook and you haven't tried out, anything online, all I can say is you're missing the boat. You're missing something that you may find out is pretty exciting. Facebook, it can be distracting at times. You have to learn to discipline yourself. Believe me, I know. I'm definitely one of the people that wants to read every recipe, everything, but you you have to at least go out there and look at it and see if it's something you want to do. Just try it out. Just check it out. Now, we also, as a company, have started our own social media outlet on Facebook, and that's pretty cool, and Twitter. So you also want to check into those things. I'm not going to go into that because that's a little more detail than I've got on the sheet right now. But one of the things I wanted to mention is Nikisha Vaughn. I love this lady. She does a broadcast every Thursday night on our other division products, which is My Video Talk. And you know what? You guys, I got to tell you this. You can promote two businesses at one time by inviting somebody to a broadcast. How do I know this? We get lots of My Video Talk business partners in our team. In fact, we just got a new guy who's a minister, and it was funny because Karita Harvin, who I know you guys have probably met at the lunch, she said she heard us talking about the My Video Talk products, and she says, okay, I'm going to market this. So she actually got him to look at something online, and the next thing you know, he's now a minister that's going to be doing his own web show and everything. So, you know, promotion is, like I said, key to a business. But if you've got two businesses and you have the opportunity to show off both businesses at the same time, that's pretty awesome. So Thursday night, at 10:30 Eastern and 7:30 Pacific, you have an opportunity to get somebody on Nikisha's live broadcast. And live is so exciting, so try to get them on that. And we also have it on, various places online if you need to know about that as well. If you can't make it at that time or that person can't get there at that time, we also have the ability to record. And Anita Poole is doing trainings every week now on the My Video Talk product, the broadcast, the flagship product. So you have the ability to promote, by showing people what she's doing. They may not be interested in the training, but they can at least see how the broadcaster works live. She's broadcasting all the way from the United Kingdom. That's huge. So it shows that, our products, we have this brand new lovely product that it's just beginning to launch in other countries. I'm so excited for the Philippines. I used to live there, so I'm so excited for them. That we have this ability to show these products to people in other countries, and that's amazing. Okay, that's really true promotion. Now, can you imagine if Coca-Cola or one of those big companies had never done their own commercial or done any type of promotion for their marketing? Oh, my goodness. Pepsi would be the only soda around right now if that was the case. Big companies paid millions of dollars to get, all of that exposure. So all you have to do is pull your spray out and show it to somebody, and you've already started promoting your business. Mm-hmm. So, I don't know if you guys use any other ways besides social media and we recently here in our area, we have started also attending expos. And I don't know if you guys know anything about this, but in a lot of the cities, you can actually find health fairs and other things like that. And health fairs, well, yeah, everybody wants to know how to become healthy at a health fair. So, here you are walking around an expo. Maybe you don't have a booth. It doesn't really matter. You've got everything you need in your bag or purse or pockets, right? So you're going around and you've got all these people who are health experts. They're standing behind booths. They're more like a captive audience. They're telling you about their health item, and you've got your health item on you. You guys know how many B12 sprays I sell at expos. It's ridiculous. Because people at health expos, at health fairs, they understand about vitamin D, and B12 is extremely popular right now. So a lot of the health professionals are out there giving shots. They're giving B12 shots to people. So when you say to somebody, I have a spray and it's got B12 in it, the first thing they do is take it out of your hand and start reading the label. And then when they find out that our products are natural, and they are real, and that this is the type of product that they can use in their establishment, yeah. So that's another great way to promote your business. I'm sorry. Did you say something? I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, Vicki. Go ahead.
Okay. Now, if you don't know of any expos, I'm telling you, Google your area and see if there's any health fairs, expos. Also, in your area, there will be networking. I didn't mention that. Networking. I only got about 2 more minutes, so I'm going to make this real fast. You guys, one of the ways that I expose my video talk products faster than any other way, because everybody kept asking me, well, how did you get this out? How did you get all this information out? I went to business networking events in my city, and I actually started meeting business professionals out and about. And you know what? When you go to a business networking event in your city, people will ask you for your business card. They will ask you what you do. They will want to hold your sprays. This is the perfect opportunity to promote your business. So that's pretty much all I'm going to say, because I think I've run out of time here. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, I've run out of time at 11:30. But, I've got lots of different ways to promote businesses. If anybody wants to know, and like I said, I gave you my phone number. Just send me a text if you need some help starting your party, or if you have any questions, or you need the slides. We work as a team, so we want to help you. We want to help you succeed. Nobody succeeds unless we all succeed. Remember that, okay? That's why we're called Team Effort Network and Team Effort International. Okay.
That's such a statement of truth, Vicki. And you're right, when one succeeds, we all succeed. But Vicki, you're especially passionate about the vitamin sprays and also sharing it and building a business on it, not just because it's an awesome business opportunity, but because of what the sprays did for your health. So why don't you briefly share a bit of your testimony on how the vitamin sprays really helped you?
Well, it always tickles me when somebody says to me, well, which spray do you use, or which spray should I use? I know you get that question, too. I use all the sprays. And, every spray that comes out, I will be using that spray, because I believe, and I know now, that my health needed a lot of help. Okay, I didn't really realize how much I needed the sprays until I started using them. So many things happened to me. The first thing that happened is I lost weight, and I needed to do that really fast. The second thing that happened is my blood pressure. The vitamin D is incredible. It's just, words cannot describe this. But I kept taking the vitamin D because what happened was they had originally put me on pills about almost 4 years ago now. They put me on vitamin D pills because I was deficient, and they couldn't get my vitamin D level up because the pills were not processed. I guess for some reason it was not effective. And I stayed under 30, and you want to be at least a 50 level or above when you're trying to get your vitamin D level up. So they were really frustrated. They kept putting me on these large doses, and I was only on the sprays for about 60 days. It was about 2 months before I went to the lab to get retested. My doctor was testing me every 6 months because of my blood pressure, and it's kind of funny because when he found out what my blood pressure was, and he also found out what my vitamin D level is, there was the evidence right there in front of his face. He just, it was like, okay, your vitamin D level has gone up to 58. He was amazed. Yeah, and your blood pressure has dropped 40 points. So, he was just kind of looking at me, and you guys, I no longer have to take blood pressure medication. It's such a huge thing for me. I did not like taking medication. So, that was the most beautiful surprise. It was a blessing, a true blessing. And then also the vitamin B12, as you guys have heard me say, thalassemia runs in my family, which is a blood disease that's similar to sickle cell. And for years, I would take naps during the day because I would get so tired, okay? And I would fight it. And My husband you would hear him say, "Go lay down." I mean, it got to a point where I was like, "Okay, I got to take a nap. I got to take a quick, 5-minute nap." And it was a situation that the doctors would say to me, "Well, your thalassemia, we can't do anything about it. We can't give you iron because it collects in your system, and you'll become, iron poison." Because thalassemia allows it to collect in your system. I don't understand it, but that's what they've been telling me my whole life. So, here I was in a situation that looked like nobody was ever going to be able to fix it. And then I get this B12 spray, and you guys, I don't know why anybody did to show me B12 before. Maybe it's because I'm scared of shots. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's why. But the B12 changed my life, you guys. I started doing so much stuff, and I think I was freaking out my spouse a little bit. He was like, "What is she? What's going on?" She's always hopping out of the car. She's, running here, running there, doing this, doing that, and he wasn't used to it. Okay, and what was even funnier is I would do so much during the day with the B12 that I would fall to sleep, which was something I hadn't done before either. I would just, I would wake up, and now I could wear myself completely out.
So, Vicki, what was the condition called? What was the condition called that caused you to sleep like that?
Thalassemia it's anemia. Okay.
Oh.
Now they talk about B12 helps people with anemia, and I'm proof of it. Okay. As of right now, I can work out, I can walk, I can do everything I want to do, and not have to take a nap.
Wow.
Amazing.
Wow. And, I mean, those are major testimonies, because here you had that condition that caused you to have to sleep during the day, and you weren't able to do things that you wanted to do. But then also the fact that your blood pressure is going down. I mean, that's amazing. We can't overlook that. That's major, because there's so many people that's dealing with high blood pressure. And don't get us wrong. We can't say that our sprays can heal or cure you. I mean, what it did for Vicki, that's her testimony, and you'll have to take the sprays for yourself and show them to your doctor. But it's what it did for her. It got her blood pressure within normal range. And you said you're not taking the blood pressure anymore, the medication anymore, Vicki?
And it's so funny because my doctor, who is still in denial about the whole situation, even though, like I said, he keeps seeing the numbers, and
right.
He seemed upset with me that he didn't have to see me twice a year anymore. I mean, imagine that.
I can. My doctor was the same way towards me. When I told him, when I went in and I had my actually was the last time I saw him. I need to go see him again just for regular follow-up. But when he saw that I was doing good, and I was breathing better, and he was having him to do these PFT tests, and he was noticing that the results were a whole lot better. And it was almost like an insult to him that I was taking a spray, and it was helping me more than what he was doing. So I was really trying not to rub it in. I was just trying to sit there. And he says, he's like, "Well, you're still taking the medication they gave you, right?" I said, "Well, no." He said, "You're still on the inhaler, and you're on the inhaler, right?" I said, "No." He said, "Well, were you still taking the steroids, right?" I said, "No." He said, "Well, when did I take you off?" And I said, "Well, you did, and I just started taking these vitamins. I was trying to be, really, didn't want to, hurt his feelings. That's the thing. That's terrible." So I said, "Well, I've been taking these vitamin sprays," and he didn't want to acknowledge it. He didn't want to say anything about it. And so he says, "Well," at the end of the exam, he says, well, just keep praying, because maybe it's working." Keep praying. But then I noticed when he filled out the lab form, he said a test to have my vitamin D and my B12 checked, because I told myself I was taking these vitamin D sprays and these B12 sprays. And so I looked over his shoulder. He was filling out the form to have my vitamin D and my B12 checked. And so he sees that, my vitamin D level's up, my B12 is up. And all these conditions that I was dealing with that he's been treating me with for years. I mean, I've been going to him for years, and no longer he has to treat me for that. So so I didn't want to hurt his feelings, but they worked.
I know. We had the same experience. I mean, that's kind of funny. I think everybody else is beginning to experience that too, Mm-hmm. And, it's kind of a strange thing when you go to your doctor expecting him to say, "Oh, it's wonderful. You lost weight and your blood pressure is down and all this other things. And we don't have to, you don't have to take lisinopril, which was what I was taking. you don't have to do all this stuff. My doctor seemed a little agitated, and to this day, I mean, I'm afraid to say something to him about it. My vitamin D, you guys, my vitamin D is up to 62. Okay, and my father's is up to 64. My father's 75 years old, and his vitamin D is up to 64. I'm so girl. Out of all the things that have happened, I feel so happy about that because, as you know, I lost both my mother and my brother to cancer. And my father and our family, you know, we've always believed that cancer and high blood pressure run in our family. You know that expression, run in our family?
Yes.
Come to find out, it doesn't run in our family. Vitamin D deficiency is what's in our family. So everybody that we have tested has been around 17 or 18.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
So, you know, that's huge, yeah.
That's huge. Well, let's bring on our buddy, Pastor Dale. You know, that's why I had him bring you on. I knew we had to give him something to say for the call. Pastor Dale.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, well, you know, they'd probably be on the call till 11 o'clock, you know, 12 o'clock, you know, going on. But, Vicki, great having you on the call. And is this Kentucky Derby, is this once a year?
Yes, the Kentucky Derby is going to be Saturday. You'll see it on national news. It lasts for like the Derby race, the actual big race. The Run for the Roses lasts like a minute and something, I think. You know, it's funny. I've been here all these years. I don't know how long it lasts, but it's so quick that you can miss it. Okay, but everybody in Kentucky has a party during that time. Well, not everybody, but the people who are party people have a party during that time, and then they watch the race all together, and they all put little names of the horses in a hat. And it's really cute, and of course we all wear our fancy hats. One of these days, you guys are going to have
I think next year we ought to plan to have a Derby Super 10 in Kentucky. I think we ought to get Mel and Amy to come and join us. I think we ought to just do this thing really, really big in Kentucky and just plan for everybody to come to Kentucky during this week. I mean, if they have these kind of parties, they'll be looking for people. I think it would be awesome.
It would be awesome, but you have to book the hotel right now for next year.
Wow, it's that high, huh? Woo!
Oh, yes. Oprah, remember here, it's that high, yeah.
Wow.
So you know, but I would say, yes, I think that's a great idea.
Make sure while Oprah's there, make sure she gets a hold of our sprays while she's there.
I know. I'd give anything to be in that grandstand. Okay, I mean, or that box, you know, but whatever. You know, we'll see.
Slipper, slipper and swim by 10.
And a V12.
Exactly. All right, well, we got to wrap the call up. Thank you so much, Vicki. Powerful as always, and look forward to the next time you join us on the call.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you, Vicki. Well, let's go out to the UK and have Anita bring us our quote for today. Anita, are you there? Oh, wait a minute. Today is Wednesday. She must be Wednesday. I'm sorry. Oh, hello? Is that her trying to get in?
No, she's not on today.
That's right. She did say that's why we didn't do training today. I'm sorry. Well, let's go out to Atlanta City with Atlanta, Georgia. Oh, my goodness. Where am I at? One star. Kevin Vaughn, are you there? Here's our quote for today.
Absolutely, Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale. How you guys doing today?
We're doing great. How are you?
That's great. Well, some people's names you just got to repeat. Vicki Soto! I love it, man. Vicki does an awesome job, doesn't she? I love it. You just got to repeat certain people's name all the time, Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale, just like you guys. You know what I'm going to do also, guys? I'm going to go buy me a horse. Make sure I get him to that next event.
Look, make sure you name him 10. Just name him 10.
That's right. That's exactly 10 on the go. I love it. 10 on the go. I love it. We got a name for the horse already. I love it. 10 on the go. Hey, real quickly, too, guys, I got a comment because Vicki did an awesome job. And I tell you, there's so much opportunity all around us. Just open up your mouth, open up your sprays, ladies and gentlemen. And Vicki did a great job. Thank you so much for sharing that with our team and, of course, everybody around the globe as well. You know, also, too, Vicki, I was taking some notes as you was talking and Pastor Denise was talking. People around the world are taking more interest in changing their own health. They're really getting educated. They're doing their research, and they're really just doing their homework. So I'm excited because everybody I'm meeting is saying, yeah, I've been doing a little more research. They really want to be healthy. but they're taking charge. They're really taking charge. They're doing their research. They find out what B12, D3 does, and all the other vitamins do for them. And then guess what? But the only thing they don't know is that we have them in spray now. So we got a tremendous worldwide opportunity. Just excited about that. Hey, y'all ready for the awesome quotes for today?
We are
ready for the awesome quotes. We got three awesome quotes. And ladies and gentlemen, Mel and Amy Gill have given us a gift beyond gifts. Please know this. Please share with everybody you know. Now, Pastor Denise and Pastor Dale, you guys are going to have limos just to take you to events over and over again. It's going to be, you guys are going to be so busy. You're busy now, but you're going to be so busy, you're going to have your own drivers. So everybody get ready for your own drivers going from PTP to PTP and to major events all around this country. In fact, I see us having our own custom bus, one of those custom coaches all ready to go. I want to buy one with y'all because I always wanted a custom coach to just go around the country just sharing and teaching and training and do everything, So it's going to be awesome. Anyway, let me get rolling. I'm getting too excited here. Hey, the first quotes, all quotes are from Napoleon Hill, ladies and gentlemen. Awake, arise, and assert yourself. You dreamers of the world. Woo! Your star is now in position of power and influence. Woo! You guys are dreamers of the world out there. I love it. Woo! Y'all arise and wake today. Hey, the next quote, ladies and gentlemen, for you today is, the only limitation is the one which sets up in your own mind. Woo! That's the Vicki does to everybody. Woo! You hear that one? The only limitation is the one you set up in your own mind. Come on now. Nobody, even our wonderful God doesn't control you. He lets you make up your own mind and things. Come on, people. You got to be able to take your own steps for today. Hey, the last quote of the day for you guys out there, my awesome business partners. There is a difference between wishing for a thing and being ready to receive it. No one is ready for a thing until he believes he can acquire it. Woo-hoo! The state of mind must believe, not mere hope or wish. Open-mindedness is essential for belief. God bless. Thanks to you, Pastor Denise. I'm so excited, ladies and gentlemen. Vicki Soto, y'all have a great day, everybody. Pastor Denise, Pastor Dale, back to you, Pastor.
Thank you, one star. Boy, Vicki, he's something with those quotes, isn't he? We love it. And it's always good to hear those positive words. Take them and meditate on them because those positive words do work. I sent out a quote this morning that says you get there by realizing that you're already there. You really have to see where you want to be. You have to see it on the inside. If you see it on the inside, then it's already done. You just act it out on the outside. And I know Diane Wafer's in the background, Kevin, saying amen to what you were saying earlier as far as traveling around the world and having our own bus and limousine service. We're saying amen to all of that because all that it's happening. It's happening right now. This is why we are in such a good position with this company. You need to take action and you need to move. Get your family in position. Get your friends in position. Get everyone that you know in position because this is the most important year of 10. This is the first year. We just launched in February. This is the most important year. Don't sleep on this. Don't miss it. Get out there and get your family, your friends, and your people in position because this time next year, baby, game is over. We are there. We would have done it. We're there. Visualize it and see it. Visualize it and see it right now because ready or not, here we are. Yes. Well, Vicki Soto, thank you once again for being with us today and sharing, always bringing us great words of wisdom and giving us ideas and things to act on and to move on. And let's continue to celebrate the excitement with the Philippines. In the Philippines, where the product has been launched. Mel and Amy Gill are there now. They are very excited, and this is just one of many other countries where we're going to be taking out vitamin sprays. UK, next, Canada, Australia, Japan. We're already in Dubai, already in Mexico, already in India. We are growing, and we are growing fast. But again, this year, this day, this time, this hour is the most important time of your life. You want to take advantage of it and ride this wave of growth that we're going in 10. Thank you all for being here with us today. Be back on the call with us again tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock a.m. Pacific, 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And family, know this from the depths of our heart. You are loved, and you are greatly appreciated.
God
bless you all. Mwah. Thank you, Vicki Soto.